So there's news about a Loud House live-action trailer, so I want to quickly discuss why the show is a bad idea, and why the trailer has my hopes at an all-time low. Let's start with the idea of another spin-off. Remember my Casagrandes video? In it I said the Casagrandes wasn't profitable and suffered poor ratings. Even if the Really Loud House, that's what it's called, starts off strong, the viewership will decline, either because it'll basically be another Nickelodeon sitcom, or because it'll contain the same tropes as the Loud House. Either way, there's no incentive to watch it. This is why the Casagrandes viewership fell. The following is more of a personal problem from my own standpoint. They're making a show around the Loud House live-action movie. I watched the movie, and I didn't like it. The jokes were one problem, as the animated Loud House has a fast-paced style of humor that blazes past the slow physical humor the movie goes for. And by being slow, it's also predictable. Trust me, this will come up later. Anyways, I want to believe that this was a dumb idea, but the truth is, it wasn't. According to Deadline, the Loud House Christmas movie received 3.1 million total viewers by December 2021. Nickelodeon surely got the message. It was popular with kids, despite having been critically panned, so from a business standpoint, this only makes sense. Now for the trailer itself. I'm going to play the first 10 seconds or so of the trailer, and then I'll ask you what you noticed. Are you ready?
I am super pumped!
The Really Loud House, a new series that gets really,
Sweet mother of science!
really
Get it!
Okay, so what did you notice? Pause if you need to think about what you just saw. Now here's what I saw. The first thing I noticed was the ADHD editing. Their sound effects literally every second.
that gets really,
Sweet mother of science!
really.
Someone's blowing out your eardrums yelling, and there's a bunch of quick cuts and random humor. This show is clearly meant to appeal to young kids, probably younger than the original show's demographic, just like all Nickelodeon's modern sitcoms. The second thing I noticed was that the show did not fix the slowly paced jokes of the movie. Once again, in the Loud House, jokes are quickly paced so that you can't see them coming. That's where the humor is from. Take this joke where Lucy scares Lincoln, and another joke where pies get slammed into Lincoln's face. Both work because not only are they unexpected, but because they're exaggerated. In this live action, however, Lincoln is infinitely less expressive, and since everything moves slowly, jokes are that much more expected. Live action isn't for fast-paced physical humor, which is an inherent flaw when you try to adapt a fast-paced show like this one. Even if you say, well, the Loud House's humor isn't fast-paced anymore, but the jokes here are still too slowly paced. For example, when Lucy scares Lincoln here, he's only startled at best, and mildly startled at that. And when Luann sprays water into Lincoln's face, he clearly doesn't give a shit. The third thing I noticed was the confirmation that the show would basically be another wacky, goofy Nickelodeon sitcom. I'm pretty sure I could compare this to multiple sitcoms. This will be the fundamental failing that kills the show dead. The Really Loud House, from the looks of the trailer, will be following in the same path as Nickelodeon's garbage live-action shows. Random equals funny humor galore. Absurd nonsense for the sake of absurd nonsense. I bet there'll even be a laugh track. Okay, that's all I have to say. If things remain on their current course, then my last laugh review should be next, and sorry for my inactivity, but I promise I'm still here.